Visiting this channel for the first time, please like it, subscribe it, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of new videos.
Let us start solid state chapter. First question is, at 100 degrees Celsius, copper has FCC unit cell structure with cell edge length of X angstrom. What is the approximate density of copper in gram per centimeter cube at this temperature? Atomic mass of copper is given. Okay, so problem is simple. They are given edge length and type of unit cell is FCC, and then they given atomic mass of copper. They ask to calculate the density. We know the density formula. Density is equal to Zm divided by Na into A cube. Okay, by substituting the values, we easily get the answer. The main point in this question is they ask to calculate the density in gram per centimeter cube. Okay, the given cell edge length is X angstrom. They are given edge length in terms of angstrom. We have to convert angstrom into centimeter, then do calculation. Okay, let us solve this problem. We know the formula. Density is equal to Zm divided by Na A cube. Okay, in the problem they are given the value of M. M is the molar mass. Okay, M is the molar mass. It is given 63.55 gram per mole. Okay, and then value of Z is also given. For FCC, Z value is 4. Z value is 4 for FCC, number of atoms per unit cell. And in the problem, edge length is also given. Edge length is given in terms of angstrom. We have to convert angstrom into centimeter. Okay, in the problem we want density gram per centimeter cube. So we have to convert angstrom into centimeter. Okay, and then Na is the Avogadro number, 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 per mole. Okay, then substituting all these values in the density formula, we get an answer. Okay, Z is 4 into 63.55 divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 A cube. A value is X into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. Okay, then we can substitute A value here, X into 10 raised to minus 8 whole cube, and substituting all this value we get an answer. Density is equal to 422 divided by X cube. Answer unit is gram per centimeter cube. Okay, it is there in the option 4. See one more question. The radius of the largest sphere which fits properly at the center of a edge of a body centered cubic unit cell. Edge can be represented by A. Okay, in this question we have to calculate the radius. Okay, in terms of edge length. Okay, A is the edge length. See the option. All the options are in terms of edge length. So we have to calculate the radius in terms of edge length. Okay, see the question properly. From the question, it is clear that the given system is body-centered cubic unit cell. In body-centered cubic unit cell, the particles which are present at each corners and also at the center of a body. Okay. Some space is there in between two spheres at A and B. We introduce or fit one more sphere in that space properly and have to calculate the radius of the introduced sphere. For our convenience, space is indicated by x. Total 12 edges are there. Here I am taken edge AB and also sphere at A and B. Edge length is A and radius of sphere is R. Some space is there in between two spheres at A and B. We introduced or fit one more sphere in that space and have to calculate the radius of the introduced sphere. Space x also indicate the diameter of a introduced sphere. X by 2 represent the radius of the introduced sphere. We have to calculate the x by 2. First we calculate x, then calculate x by 2. Space x is equal to a minus 2r. X is the space, a is the edge length, r is the radius. Here I am taken 2r because along edge length AB, the sphere at A contributes 1r and sphere at B gives 1r. So r plus r gives 2r. So space between sphere at A and B is A minus 2r. We know the relation between A and R for BCC. It is R is equal to root 3A divided by 4. We substitute R value in the above x equation. Here substitute R value in this equation. X is equal to A minus 2R. A minus 2R. R is root 3A by 4. 2 1s are 2 2s are. And then we do calculation. We get x value. In the question they are asking to calculate the radius. Here x is a diameter. If you want radius, you have to divide x value divided by 2. Then get radius. X value is a into 2 minus root 3 divided by 2. Then do simplification. Then do radius x by 2. A by 2 into 1 minus root 3 by 2. The calculations are simple. And to calculate the radius, it comes 0.07a. The nearest answer is in the option 4. Just see again option 0.02. Again see option. Option 1 is 0.027a. Second option is 0.047a. Third option is 0.134. And the fourth one is 0.067. Out of 4, the fourth option is nearest to our answer. Our answer is 0.07. 0.07 our answer is. So the fourth option is nearest to our answer. So the fourth option is correct. And the next question is simple. Which primitive unit cell has unequal edge lengths and all axial angles are different from 90 degree? Okay, I am already given you one trick for solving this type of questions. Options are given like this: triclinic, hexagonal, monoclinic and tetragonal. Okay, I think you remember that trick. By using that trick, you can easily solve this type of problems. And the trick is like this. Trick is cute our mother. Okay, CU is cubic, TE means tetragonal, OUR orthorhombic, MO monoclinic, T triclinic, HE hexagonal and R is rhombohedral. Okay, for remembering the axial lengths, we are made 0 1 2 2 2 1 0. If you remember this numbers, and then easily we remember the axial lengths. And axial angles are simple. First three systems having a no inequality, all are equals to 90 degree, and for hexagonal gamma is equal to 120 degree. And then here one more point is, remember the more symmetric and least symmetric. The more symmetric is cubic. Here A is equal to B is equal to C and alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma. But in triclinic it is a least symmetric. A is not equals to B is not equals to C. Alpha is not equals to beta is not equals to gamma is not equals to 90 degree. So in the question also given like this also. So we can easily tell that the answer is triclinic. For remembering the axial angles, first three systems there is no inequality, and for triclinic no angle is equal to 90 degree. Every angle is different from 90 degree. Okay, in hexagonal gamma is equal to 120 degree. Okay, gamma is equal to 120 degree. So by seeing this table or remembering this trick and how to use this trick for solving this type of problem, we can easily solve the questions comes on this type of problems. And the answer for this question is triclinic. It is a least symmetric. A is not equals to B is not equals to C, and alpha, beta, gamma are different and it is different from 90 degree. So answer is triclinic. The next question is density formula based question. A solid having density 9 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube forms face centered cubic crystal of edge length 200 root 2 picometer. What is the molar mass of the solid? If you know the density formula and you are very well with the calculation, the problem is so simple. Okay. The density formula is density is equal to Zm divided by Na A cube. You have to substitute all the values what they given in the question and then calculate the molar mass. Here I am written density formula. In the question they ask to calculate the molar mass. So M is equal to density into Na into A cube divided by Z. If you are very well with calculation, the problem is so simple. First we calculate the A cube, then substitute all the values, then the problem is solved. A value is 200 into root 2 picometer. 200 can be written as 2 into 10 raised to 2. Picometer is 10 raised to minus 12 meter. By doing calculation, we get A is 2 root 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter. In the formula, we want A cube. So, doing cube of A, we get A cube is 16 root 2 into 10 raised to minus 30 meter cube. We know that M is equal to the density into Na into A cube divided by Z. Density value is given and Na is the Avogadro number 6 into 10 raised to 23. Okay, A cube value is we are calculated 16 root 2 into 10 raised to minus 30. And Z value, Z is the number of atoms per unit cell. For FCC, Z value is 4. And then calculating all this calculation, we get 305.4 into 10 raised to minus 4. And then we get 0.0305 kg per mole. This answer is in option 3. Okay. We get answer. The next question. An element has FCC structure with cell edge A. The distance between the centers of two nearest tetrahedral voids in the lattice. If you know the position of the tetrahedral voids in FCC, then this question is easy to solve. Consider it is a cube. Okay, total corners are 8. A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. So, it is possible, there is possible to draw 4 body diagonals. Okay, the diagonal between B and E, diagonal between C and F, diagonal between A and H, and D and G. Okay, now I am written only two diagonals. Okay, the tetrahedral voids which are present at a distance root 3 by 4a. Okay, from B to E distance is here. It's a root 3a by 4, and from C to F also here one more void is there. Here one void is there, here one void is there. From E also at a distance root 3a by 4 one more void is there. From F also one more void is there. Okay, total 8 voids is possible. Now I am written only two body diagonals. The other two diagonals also possible. Okay, there are 8 tetrahedral voids are present. In the question, they are asking to calculate the distance between these two voids. Okay, in this cube, I am written only two body diagonals. The remaining two body diagonals I am not written. Okay, these voids are present exactly at the midpoint of OB. These voids also present exactly at the midpoint of OC. And then this edge length is A. And one triangular theorem is there. Okay, the distance between this void and this void becomes A by 2, because if this void is exactly middle between OB and this void is also exactly middle between OC, so the distance between these two voids is A by 2. Okay, because BC edge length is A. And the next question, this question is simple. Don't panic by seeing this type of questions. Questions are big but answers are too easy. Okay, the question is like this. Consider BCC unit cells of solid 1 and 2 with position of atoms are shown. The radius of atom B is twice that of atom A. The unit cell edge length is 50% more in solid 2 than solid 1. What is the approximate packing efficiency in solid 2? In question, the solid 1 is a solid 2. Here B is indicated. Its radius is twice in that of A. Okay, and then this solid edge length is 50% more. They are asking to calculate the packing efficiency in solid 2. BCC total number of sphere present per unit cell is 2. One sphere is due to the contribution of all the spheres at the corners, and one more sphere is sphere present in the center of the body. So total number of sphere present per unit cell is 2. In the question, they are asking to calculate the packing efficiency of solid 2. Okay. The total volume occupied by spheres in solid 2 is equal to 4 by 3 phi r cube plus 4 by 3 phi 2r whole cube. Why I am change r to 2r? Because this volume is volume of sphere present at the center of the body of a unit cell in solid 2. This volume is volume of sphere formed by corners contribution. Okay, total number of sphere is 2. This is volume of one sphere. This is volume of one more sphere. Here this volume is volume due to the sphere at the center. Okay, so I am change radius from R to 2R, because in question they are given like that the radius of sphere at the center is twice than that of A. So I am changed R to 2R. And our next discussion is edge length in solid 2. In the question, they given that edge length in solid 2 is 50% more than solid 1. So, normally, the BCC cell edge length is 4R divided by root 3. In the question, they are given that they are increased the edge length by 50%. So, I am taken 4R by root 3 plus, this is the 50% increment value. This is 50 by 100. 50% can be written like this. 50% of 4R by root 3. So 50% can be 1 by 2, 4R by root 3, and the edge length will become 6R by root 3. Because in usually the BCC edge length is 4R by root 3, but they are given edge length is increased by 50%. Then solid A. So I am taken 4R by root 3 plus 50% of 4R by root 3, and then the A value is 6R by root 3. Next is packing efficiency in solid 2. We know the formula of packing efficiency: volume occupied by spheres divided by volume of a unit cell into 100. Volume occupied by sphere, we are already calculated it is. It is comes 4 by 3 pi r cube plus 4 by 3 pi 2r whole cube. We are already calculated. And A cube, A value is just we calculated. A is equal to 6r by root 3. And then cube of this value, it gives the volume of a unit cell. Then the next is calculation part. It is left to you, and you are very familiar with this type of calculations. And then answer is comes 90%. Okay, answer is comes 90%, and it is in the option number 3. It's in option number 3. Okay, this is the correct answer. And the next question is, element B forms CCP structure and A occupies half of the octahedral voids, while oxygen atom occupy all the tetrahedral voids. The structure of bimetallic oxide. If you know the concept of voids, and then the question is simple. Number of atoms involved in CCP is equal to the number of octahedral voids. Number of tetrahedral voids is equal to the 2 into number of octahedral voids. Number of atoms in CCP is equal to the number of octahedral voids. Consider 4 atoms involved in close packing, and then octahedral voids is also 4. Okay, but tetrahedral void is 8, because tetrahedral void is equal to the 2 into number of octahedral voids. And then here in the question they say that A occupies half of the octahedral voids. Okay, B is 4. A, what is the value of A? A is half of the octahedral voids. Number of octahedral void is 4. Then A occupies 1 by 2 into number of octahedral voids. It becomes 2. In the question, they given that A occupies half of the octahedral voids. If we consider close packing atoms are 4, the octahedral voids are 4. A occupies half of octahedral voids. Total octahedral voids are 4. Then half of octahedral void is 2. If you consider B is 4, A will become 2. And then one more question is there. Oxygen atom occupy all the tetrahedral voids. What is the O value? O value becomes, it occupies the tetrahedral voids. Number of octahedral voids are 4. Tetrahedral voids becomes 8. Okay. Tetrahedral voids is equal to the 2 into octahedral voids. And then B value is 4. A value is 2. And then oxygen value is 8. Or value means number of B is 4, number of A is 2, number of oxygen is 8. And then take a ratio. If you divide all the value by 2, then B will becomes 2, A will becomes 1, oxygen becomes 4. Okay. Then the answer is B2, A1, O4. Where is this option? Just check. The answer is A1, B2, O4. A1, B2, O4. Question number. Sorry, the answer is option number 2. A1, B2, O4. The next question is ratio of number of atoms present in simple cubic, BCC and FCC respectively. Okay, one of the easiest question in 2019 JEE paper. Okay, it is simple. No, I think you don't want explanation. Okay, simple is there. In simple cubic, number of atoms is 1. In BCC, it is 2. In FCC, it is 4. It is there in option number 2. It's a simple question.